Welcome to Vertigoville, or Don't Look Down. Some places you see them, you get it. Paris, Rome, the usual suspects. Then there are places like this, places that make you scratch your head. Hard. This village, let's call it Al Precipizio for dramatic effect, clings to a rock face, like a stubborn barnacle on the hull of sanity. Why? That's the million-dollar question. Nobody seems to have a good answer. But they're here, living, breathing, probably not sleeping too soundly. They say home is where the heart is. For the people of Al Precipizio, home is where the void is, just a few feet from their front doors. A sheer drop into, well, more rocks. Or maybe a very surprised goat. It's a bold architectural statement, a middle finger to gravity, a testament to human stubbornness, or maybe just a really bad sense of direction when they first settled. This looks like a good spot, someone probably said. Nobody argued, or they fell off. You arrive, and the first thing that hits you isn't the view. Though, yeah, the view is spectacular, in a pants-wetting kind of way. No, the first thing is the silence. Then the wind. Always the wind. It whispers secrets, mostly about how you're going to die if you trip. The morning commute is a cliffhanger, literally. Forget traffic jams, forget delayed trains, the morning commute here is an entirely different beast. It involves ropes. Sometimes, narrow ledges, definitely. And a healthy respect for not becoming a human avalanche. Kids go to school this way, old folks fetch their groceries, or whatever passes for groceries when the nearest market is a perilous climb away. It redefines errand. It's more like an extreme sport, just to get a loaf of bread. Imagine waking up, coffee, if you can get it. Then you step outside, not onto a porch, but onto a path maybe 2 feet wide. Sheer rock on one side, sheer drop on the other. No texting and walking here. Unless you want your last message to be oops. Every step is calculated, every handhold is crucial. They move with a grace born of necessity, a ballet of survival. While I'm just trying not to hyperventilate, it's humbling and terrifying. They talk about taking the high road. Here it's the only road, and it's very high. Supplies come in on donkeys, or on someone's very strong back. There are no delivery trucks, no Amazon Prime. If you want something, you earn it. Homes on the brink, real estate for the fearless or foolish. The architecture here isn't about aesthetics, it's about not plummeting to your doom. Houses are built into the cliff, or on top of precarious stilts, or seemingly glued to the rock face with hope and stubbornness. Every window offers a view that could cure hiccups, permanently, or cause them. It's a fine line. These aren't cookie-cutter suburban homes. Each one is a unique, terrifying masterpiece of improvisation. Forget building codes. OSHA would have a collective heart attack here. Foundations? Sometimes. Level floors? A luxury, not a guarantee. You might find your dining table slopes a bit, towards the abyss. Makes for interesting dinner parties, I suppose. Pass the salt, careful it doesn't roll off the continent. The ingenuity is astounding. They use what they have. Rock, wood, whatever they can haul up the damn cliff. It's a triumph of will over common sense. Maintenance must be a joy. Honey, the gutter needs cleaning, means abseiling off your roof. A fresh coat of paint? Better have a good harness. Meet the cliffhangers, a special breed of sane. You might expect the people here to be grim, stoic, weather-beaten and silent. Some are. But mostly they're surprisingly normal. They laugh, they gossip, they complain about their neighbors, just like people everywhere. Except their neighbors might accidentally drop a flower pot 1,000 feet onto their other neighbor's goat. It adds a certain spice to community relations, a unique flavor of local drama. I met an old woman, Signora Isabella, 80 years old at least, skin like tanned leather, eyes that had seen it all, probably seen a few people fall too. She offered me some homemade wine. It tasted like sunshine and fermented courage. It's a good life, she said, gesturing at the terrifying drop beyond her tiny garden. The air is clean, the view is good, and the taxman rarely visits. She had a point. Several, actually, especially about the taxman. Then there was Marco, the self-proclaimed mayor. Section 5, Cliffside cuisine, hope it doesn't roll off your plate. Food here is an adventure, from sourcing it to eating it. Forget sprawling farms and supermarkets, they grow what they can, in tiny, terraced plots that defy gravity, herbs, hearty vegetables, maybe a stubborn goat or two that hasn't yet learned to fly. Every meal is a testament to ingenuity and a strong grip on your cutlery. You don't want your dinner taking a dive before you do. I shared a meal with a family. Simple stuff. Goat stew, tough but flavorful. Bread baked in a stone oven, so dense it could anchor a small boat. And wine, always wine, made from grapes grown on vines that cling to the cliff like desperate lovers. It's honest food, earned food. Every bite tastes of the mountain, of the struggle, of the sheer, bloody-minded determination to make a life in an impossible place. Cooking is a challenge, kitchens are small, often uneven. Imagine trying to keep a pot level on a stove that's tilted at a 5-degree angle. Spills aren't just messy, They could attract unwanted attention from below, like from the bottom of the cliff. They use open fires, or small efficient stoves. Nothing fancy. Section 6. Growing up on the edge, kids. Here don't need video games. Childhood in Al Precipizio, it's not for the faint of heart, or for parents prone to anxiety attacks, which is probably all parents, but here it's amplified. To the power of a 1,000-foot drop, there are no manicured parks, no soft play areas. The playground is the cliff itself, a vertical world of adventure and potential disaster every single day. The kids, though, they're like mountain goats, fearless, agile, scampering up and down paths that would make a seasoned climber pause. They learn early. Learn that a misstep has consequences, real ones. Not just a scraped knee, it breeds a certain kind of self-reliance. A toughness you don't see in kids glued to screens. These kids know the wind, they know the rock, they know the edge, intimately. Their games are different. No hide and seek, too risky. Maybe don't fall off the cliff is a popular one. Unspoken, of course, they find joy in simple things. Section 7. So you want to visit? Pack your nerves and a rope. Thinking of a trip to Al Precipizio? Good for you. You're either brave or certifiably insane. Maybe both. It's not your typical Club Med vacation. There are no all-inclusive buffets, no poolside bars, unless you count a wineskin by a precipice, which I guess has its own charm. But be warned, this place demands respect, and a good pair of hiking boots. Seriously, don't show up in flip-flops. You'll become a cautionary tale. Accommodation is rustic. Forget 5-star hotels. You might find a room in a local's house, if you're lucky. And if they like the look of you, expect basic, very basic. A bed, a roof, hopefully not leaking, and a view that will either thrill you or send you scrambling for the nearest flat piece of land, which is several hours away. Hot water sometimes. Wi-Fi? Don't make me laugh. This is an escape, whether you want it to be or not. Getting here is part of the adventure. No airport, no train station, just a long, winding road that eventually gives up. Then it's on foot. Up, always up. The journey weeds out the faint of heart. If you make it, you've earned it. The locals will watch you. With amusement, with curiosity. They've seen it all. Section 8. The weather report, mostly wind with a chance of everything else. The weather here isn't just a topic of small talk, it's a major character in the daily drama. It shapes life, it dictates plans, it can be your best friend or your worst enemy, often in the same day. The dominant feature? Wind, always the wind. It sculpts the rocks, it howls through the narrow alleyways, it steals hats and occasionally small pets. Or so I imagine. You learn to lean into it, literally. Then there's the sun. When it shines it's glorious, baking the rock, warming your bones, making the views even more ridiculously beautiful, but it can be harsh, unforgiving. There's little shade up here. You feel exposed, vulnerable, like an ant on a very large, very hot anvil. Sunsets, though. Sunsets are biblical, worth every drop of sweat, every moment of vertigo. They paint the sky in colors you didn't know existed. Rain comes, sometimes sideways, turning paths into slippery nightmares, loosening rocks, reminding everyone that the mountain is always in charge. Landslides are a constant low-level threat. You hear rumbles in the distance. You hope they stay distant. Snow in winter? Of course. Transforming the village into an even more isolated, even more beautiful, even more treacherous fairy tale kingdom. A kingdom of ice and silence and fog. Section 9. Why this insanity is absolutely worth it. So, why would anyone subject themselves to this? This vertical madness, this daily dance with disaster? Why visit a place that seems actively designed to shorten your lifespan? Because it's real. In a world of curated experiences and filtered realities, Al Precipizio is brutally, breathtakingly authentic. It's a slap in the face, a wake-up call, a reminder that humans are capable of extraordinary things, even if those things are extraordinarily stupid. It's not just about the views. Though, let's be honest, the views are worth the price of admission, and the potential therapy bills. It's about the people, their resilience, their humor, their quiet dignity in the face of constant, overwhelming odds. They haven't just adapted to an impossible environment, they've made it their own. They've carved out a life, a community, a home, on the goddamn edge of a cliff. That's something worth seeing. This place will change you. It will strip away your complacency. It will make you question your own comfortable life, your own perceived limitations.